Have you ever wanted to drive a truck, but you don't have a license? Well, I got the center back for you. His name is Carlos Puyol.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy One Star Weak Foot, and we're back for another player review. And today we're gonna review the Optimus Prime, the Prime Icon Moments, Carlos Puyol. And this card looks very interesting. Number one, he's only 5'10", so that's not the typical height for a center back in this game. We'll see if that affects him in game. Other than that, though, he got medium-high work rates, which is good. He got 3-star weak foot, which is solid for a center back. I played 5 games. I got 1 goal with him. It was actually a very, very fluky goal where I accidentally sent him on a run. He ended up where my striker was at, and he tapped the goal in. Very, very fluky goal. I'll actually show it at the end of the video because I find it so funny. So let's look at his stats. 72 pace is not the best, especially at this stage of FIFA when everybody seems to have 80 or higher pace. His shooting is horrible. We're not touching that. His passing and dribbling stats look very, very questionable. I mean, 59 vision, 49 dribbling, 55 agility with 56 balance. That raises some major question marks about whether this card's actually going to be usable. His defending and physical look absolutely perfect. I mean, 97 defending, 94 physical, 90 jumping, 96 strength. That's probably going to make up for the fact he's only 5'10". Anyways, I'm going to jump into some Division Rivals gameplay right now, and I'll be right back. Alright, so Footbin got this guy down as costing about 720, 730k to complete on the PS4. That's surprisingly cheap. And is he worth this money? I would say it depends on your playstyle. Because of his very unique stats and very unique height, very unique traits in general, he's a person that's not going to fit everybody's playstyle as you would guess. Alright, so I'm going to break it down stat by stat so you get a good understanding about what to expect from this player. Number one, his pace. 72 pace. It's not the worst in the world, alright? It's not the worst in the world, but if you get caught on the counter, if you miss a tackle, his track back speed is not the best, especially since he only has 70 acceleration. I did notice it when I was playing quicker attackers, and it was not a good thing. His shooting, we're not going to touch. His passing was decent only if you kept it very, very simple. I played him in a 4-3-1-2 with 7 depth. I really wanted to test him at all aspects to see how good he really was. His passing definitely let me down. And it's not really his passing stats per se that are bad. I mean, he has 78 short passing, 75 long passing. It's just that in combination with the fact that his agility and balance are so low, it makes it very hard to play out of the back with him. He feels like actually turning a truck. He turns like a bus. He turns like an 18-wheeler. And when you're trying to play out of the back and you already don't have the best passing stats, not a good combination. I do not recommend playing out of the back with him unless you have a lot of space or unless you're going to do simple things with him, because it will not end well. And the fact that he only has 70 pace, if you mess up a play coming from the back, you are not going to catch that guy back up and you will get scored on, unfortunately. All right. Other than that, though, the rest of his stats are good, and they play pretty well in game. All right, 97 defending. When it comes to pure defending, he is probably one of the best defenders I've used in this game. I did not expect to like him that much. His tackles are very, very strong. They're very accurate. No matter who he's up against, no matter how big or small they are, if he's in position to tackle, he's getting that tackle in. His interceptions are 99, and boy did I notice that. The AI was intercepting balls everywhere, left and right. I wasn't even controlling the guy, and he was getting interception after interception in. His marking, his positioning, all that stuff was perfect. His physical stats were very good as well. 96 strength, 94 aggression. It definitely felt like that in game. His jumping is 90, right? And I would say aerially he's solid, but because he's only 5'10", he does get beaten in the air from time to time. I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but I also wouldn't say it's a strength of his. And the stamina is also very good to have on the center back, but you don't really need the highest stamina on the center back in this game anyway. So will I say he's worth it for 730K. Do I think he's usable in Weekend League? I will say he's usable in Weekend League. He's worth the money if you play lower depth. If you're going to play lower depth and you don't like to play out of the back with your center backs, then he's probably one of the best options you can have realistically. I mean, his tackles, his pure defending stats are probably like some of the best you'll get in this game. I mean, 97 defending, and it definitely feels like that in game. His tackle is probably one of my favorite tackles I've ever used in this game. So I cannot understate enough how good his defending is. However, if you play normally like 5 depth or higher, even 4 depth or higher, you will notice his lack of pace being an issue. Not only that, I wouldn't even say it's his pace that's the main issue. I would say it's his agility that's the main issue. I had such a hard time defending like a lot of agile players that were taking me on the counter because they were just able to dribble around me. It's almost like Sol Campbell in that regard, where if you have an agile player against this guy, you will be able to beat him if you know what you're doing. And that's a big red flag for somebody like me because I like to play aggressively. I like to play high depth, so he's not the player for me. That being said, though, if he fits your playstyle, 730K for Optimus Prime Icon is not the worst deal in the world, and I would say go for it. So yeah, that's my review on this player. If you enjoy this, please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, peace.